All right, well, good evening. I'm so excited. We have over 50 postcards to look at tonight. So you're gonna need to grab maybe a cup of tea, find someplace comfortable, especially outside. It's beautiful tonight. There's no wind, which is unusual right now. And it's a beautiful evening to take a look at some postcards. So I was super excited. I went to the mailbox and like I said, there were over 50 of them out there. And from little kids to older people to different professions, just it's a wonderful representation of what's going on. We are getting a ton from California and Massachusetts. So great that we are seeing, continuing to see postcards from all over the country. So thank you very much. So let's get started. Are you ready? All right, so this is our first one. It's from California and it says graduation night 2020. This one came from California and it's on a large sheet of paper. It says, stay home, save lives, be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. Your anxiety is lying to you. You are loved and are going to be okay. You are amazing and worth it. One day at a time, things will get better. You've survived 100% of your worst days. You'll survive this too. This one says, stay safe, wash your hands. This one's from Massachusetts. It says, be hopeful for the future. This one didn't have a stamp on it or a post cancellation mark, so I'm not sure where it's from, but it says Netflix and Zoom, and there's an illustration there. This one, I went to open it and there was nothing inside of it. So not quite sure if that's symbolic for something, but this came from California and not sure. They must have forgotten to put that in there. This is another one from California. It says, friends, they don't know that we know this is not a male point, but I'll be there for you because you're there for me too. In this house, we're friends. This one is, I'm not sure where this one's from. It was difficult to read the stamp on the back. It says, faith, love are just as contagious as the coronavirus. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. Even though I probably won't be able to go to Universal Studios for my birthday anymore, wonderful things can still happen. Another one from California. Together we can get through this. Greetings from California. This says lockdown. And this one's from Massachusetts. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Another one from California. So it's just some beautiful drawings. This is Coronavirus by a child in 5th grade. It says, keep it up. Remember, we are all going through this together. If you want to see the rainbow, you have to deal with the rain and the clouds. Stay safe. This one, just breathe from California. Okay. It's well done in pencil. This is, we're in this together, but apart. It says, we will get through this. This one from another student in California. Music, believe. And this one's from Washington. COVID-19, stay safe from Massachusetts. I miss going geocaching at parks. The parks are closed due to the new coronavirus. This came from Louisiana. This one, what I've been taking care of my family dogs and etc. I've been doing homework and playing games and watching YouTube. It also says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understandings. Proverbs 3:5. This one came from Pennsylvania. It simply says canceled from Massachusetts. Another one from Massachusetts. It says, we will get through this together. Sacramento, California, Central Section Champs. She keeps me sane from Washington. This is a local one, and it's got headlines. There's no place like home. This little honey's due for a haircut. Ready for a walk? So there's lots of headlines on here. Let's tour your backyard. So this was 4 postcards with different headlines. It says, pass the tissue, please. An uneasy feeling. Here's the plan. Lots of interesting headlines here. Tell us your story. This one was entitled, What's Happening? This was entitled, Home Safe Home. This one is called Fear. Most endangered. I love, I lost my wife. Who was that maskless bird? And finally, distance learning. Want answers fast. Did you know? Learning. This is something, you know, as teachers we are struggling with is, you know, how do we get our lessons effectively to our students from a distance? This is another local one, and it was stamped. It says, staying home, preparing meals, eating equals the different stamps that were made out of food. The celery, apple core, and leaf of a tomato vine. Fortunate with faith, love, joy, and hope. This is from Ohio. It says, savor the sweet nectar. This one is just kind of almost like a Zentangle. Looks like an empty soccer field from Massachusetts. This one says, quarantine, I send a hug to all. And on the back it says, to all be hopeful during social distancing. New Jersey, somebody is just bored. It's hard to see that one. Be happy from Massachusetts. This is from Anchorage, Alaska. Massachusetts, this has got a bunch of just games. So I guess this family's probably playing a lot of board games. California, during these times, I have a lot of free time, and it's a good way to spend the time. It helps when you are bored at home. It gives you something to do. This one, it says, I am a senior at Orsi High School, home of the Cardinals, and I have one thing to say. Even though the plan changed, never change the goal. Hashtag still graduating. Well done. This one's from California. It says, I have been doing schoolwork and turning it in through Google Classroom. I've been turning work in by snapping a photo and sending it to my teachers. And I can't tell where this one is from, actually. Another California one. Another California. Beautiful line drawing. North Carolina. Life and death and love and birth and peace and war on the planet Earth. Is there anything that's worth more than peace and love in the planet Earth? Massachusetts again, we're all in this together. North Carolina, float like a butterfly, sting like bees. This one is just kind of a collage. It's from California, and it says, try to stay positive. I know it's not easy. We got this. I love the size of this. This is a big postcard. Yes. And I think that concludes it. So again, 50 some postcards here. I'll be adding those as well as the few from earlier in the week. I'll be adding those to the slideshow. And thanks again for continuing to be a part of this project. And I can't wait to go to the post office on Friday. So have a good evening and enjoy this beautiful weather.